take the little hoop, you put it through. See that? It's through. Now, when you get it through, go ahead and take the little stick and put it in one of the holes. Nice and secure. I think I got it. This, not quite, Dan. Not quite. But here, you can use mine. You have to show me how it works. One more time. Does this stuff go in there? It sure does.
Well, this is way better.
It sure does have a lot of shit. Now try it.
This way?
Just like this. Take it and wrap it around like this. Velcro-y again.
I already feel better.
I'm sure you do. Now,
what's this for?
Stick that through the hoop.
Whoa.
Now stick the little stick guy right into one of the holes.
Like that?
Just like that.
Through that?
Through there. Isn't he doing swell?
And I guess that one too then, huh?
Just like that. Now look at all that extra space he has.
And it's kind of comfortable.
I'm sure it is.
Let's try it out.
Now, you take all the tools and you insert them into the bag. Like so. He's doing wonderful.
Huh.
And there you have it. Huh. That's how you wear a tool bag.
Look at that. There's my knife.
Into your tool belt as well. All right, now your tool belt doesn't have to look exactly like mine. This one over here has 4 pouches in it. All right, this is the pouch that I wear. It's got 4 different slots in it, and I have different tools in each slot. I don't care where you keep your tools in your pouches. Okay, everybody has an area where it's easier for them to get to it and pull things out without even looking, and you'll get more and more used to it as your job progresses. But this is a separate pouch on a leather tool belt. I keep all my tools in here except for my hammer, which is over here on another separate little leather pouch with a metal ring on it here that holds my hammer. All right, that's it. There's nothing more that I wear.
All right, first thing I'll talk about is what I carry with me all the time. We'll start with the obvious one, the first one. First thing I carry is a good tape measure. This is a 30-foot. 25 works good too. Just anything longer than 16 is a good tape measure. All right, and I fit that right there in the front pouch. Next thing is utility knives. I've got 2 of them that I carry. One has a straight blade in it, and the other one has a roofing blade. It's got the curved blade on it. That thing is indispensable when you're working on anything that has to do with roofs, shingles, anything like that. So carry 2 with me. I put one on one side and one on the other, right there. Next thing is pencils and markers. I usually carry 2 types of pencils. I'll carry just a standard writing pencil, then I'll carry usually a fine point pencil, and this one here is just an adjustable pencil. Now sometimes if I'm doing a lot of framing, I'll carry a carpenter's pencil, but it just depends on what you're doing. But usually these 2 are usually used for trim, and that's mostly what I do. So I'll fit those in the side. And the last one I've got is this marker right here. Now this is just like a crayon. It's very, very handy when you're trying to mark something that you can't mark with a pencil. If it's a piece of old lumber or something like that, you can write something on it real quickly, and it shows up. It's waterproof, and it's nice to have. So I fit that on the other side. And normally I carry markers on me all the time, permanent markers, and I would carry those in there, but since I have them on me, I don't have to. But those are also a real good marker to keep. Next is I keep a 1/2-inch chisel on me pretty much all the time, and this one here is really dull. Sometimes you don't need a good chisel to carry around with you. You need something to cut something really quick, or if you need to pare out a hinge or something like that, or knock off a corner or something. But they're handy to have, and I keep it right here where the pencils go. Next thing I like to keep all the time is a good multi-screwdriver that has different ends. You can go flat head, Phillips head, square head. You've also got different size drivers, 5/16 and 7/16, I think. Different sizes. But this is a very, very, very handy tool to have, and I keep it on me just about all the time. And I put it right next to one of my pencils normally. All right. Next is a chalk box. Now, I do not keep this on me all the time. It's a good thing to have, though. This is normally when I'm cutting. So if I'm got my tool bag on, I'm usually not cutting. But I'll show you a different style of working here in just a second. But I usually keep that in the top pocket if I do have it on me. Next one is speed square. Now, speed square I normally don't carry in my pouch because I usually keep different things in there. Speed square is usually in my back pocket, like so. But if I do carry it in my pouch, it's going to be in the big pocket right there. Next one is a flat bar. Now this one right here is a combination nail puller and flat bar. Some people call it a cat's paw. This is a very, very handy tool. I can't tell you how many times I reach for this out of my pouch every time I use it. But I usually keep it in the front. And then the last one, of course, is hammer. Now this is a 20-ounce finishing hammer. I don't do a whole lot of framing anymore, so I don't have a framing hammer anymore. But this is a real, real good hammer to keep all the time. And I've got a hook on the front. Whoops. I've got a hook on the front of my belt that I keep my hammer in. And that is pretty much everything.